And we're back to World 1. Our amazing house. Sorry if my microphone quality, or not quality, volume is a little low. It's kind of early in the morning. It's like 5 a.m. I think. Gosh, I actually really like this house. What are we doing? I think we were putting in floors. I kind of want to put in floors. Let's do that. Yeah, let me get some wood. What do I want to talk about today? Sometimes, relationships just don't work out, and this is a story. I'm gonna seem like a real jerk. It's about my second relationship, and I guess kind of my third a little bit. But I just kind of I want to mention sometimes things just don't work out. Like it's not your fault. Sometimes relationships just don't end up. They just don't end up going your way. So after I had broken up with my first girlfriend, I had met a girl. And the reason I'm going to seem like a jerk is because she was actually one of my closest friends at the time's ex-girlfriend, and I kind of asked her out without his permission. Yeah, I know. I was kind of a douche in high school, but, I made up with him and stuff, and we ironed that over. It was a pretty dick move, though. I will admit it was pretty bad of me to do. So I was checking the audio. I don't know. I might be too quiet. I had hung out with her because, I was in my friend's friend group and she was there. She lives in a different city from me at the time, and I invited her to come down with some friends to my city to, hang out for the day, do some stuff around town. But everyone else canceled, except for her. And I was like, you don't have to come, we can just wait for a day everyone else. She's like, no, it's fine, we can still have fun. And I was like, all right, sure. If you wanna come down, you can come down. And she did. And yeah, she came down and we did a bunch of stuff. We went to this pottery place and made bowls and stuff like that. And we went to a board game cafe and this diner. It was really cool. I had a lot of fun. And then when she left, it kind of hit me. I was like, damn, I have feelings for her. That's kind of when I realized. And then I kind of admitted it to her, hey, I have feelings for you. Do you want to go out on a date with me? And she was completely surprised. And usually when someone's surprised by that, it's kind of a bad thing because, you kind of want them to like you back. But she still said yes. So, in my books, it was a goal. Anyways, I went on a date with her, and it's probably one of the best dates I've ever had in my life. And obviously, I don't miss her as an ex, but I think it's one thing to miss someone, but another thing to acknowledge, the time spent with someone. And with her, I had a really good time. So that first date, we went to this really huge mall in her city. And, it was kind of snowy. I think it was getting to late November to December, I think. It was around that time. I was like, you know what? Let's go ice skating. So, we went ice skating. And, we did the cutesy movie stuff, where she falls and you catch her and stuff like that. It was very, very cinematic, romantic almost. You know, it's picturesque, I guess. And then we went to dinner. This restaurant, sit down place, and after we got out, I paid for her and I gave her this little gift. I can't remember what it was, but I just remember her being really happy. I think she actually cried, I think it was, because no one had ever done something for her like that. And then after we left, she made a move and she grabbed my hand. So I could tell that she really liked me. Then we got dessert in the mall. And yeah, later in the night, it was getting pretty late. I think it was almost like 10 or 11 or something. And I was waiting for my bus to go back home. And, we were just sitting outside. There's a bunch of Christmas lights all around, it was very quiet. And, I kissed her. And I mean, she kissed me back, so it worked out. Honestly, it was kind of magical. Not that I miss it, but it felt very, very natural, very right, very romantic. That's why I'd say it's one of the best first dates I've ever had. And I don't know. From there, things just kind of took off. We got together, we were officially together, and all that. And yeah, we went on a bunch of more dates, and it was really nice. Around this time when I was in high school, there was a mission trip to Peru to help an orphanage. And I was like, what? I'm young. This is my time to travel. Let's do it. So I signed up, and they rejected me. Then I went to the counselor's office, or spiritual guidance, whoever the person was that was running it, and I begged her to put me on the list. And you know what? She put me on because she admired my persistence, that I really wanted to do it. She admired that I took the time to see her, talk to her about it. So she put me on the list, and I got to go. And honestly, it was an awesome experience. We did a whole bunch of stuff, but that's for a different day. That's a different story for a different time. But yeah, that was really awesome. But I was, my girlfriend. Excuse me, the girl I want to date with, my now girlfriend, or not now, then girlfriend. She was like, "Oh, that kind of sucks that you're going away for a few weeks." But whatever. And I couldn't really keep in contact with her because we weren't gonna have Wi-Fi. I didn't have a cell plan there. I didn't buy one because I was broke. My parents were paying for the trip. I had to pay them back, but my parents are not rich. I did have to pay them back, but yeah, I went on the trip, and it was awesome. And I came back, and I was like, awesome, I get to speak to my girlfriend again. And like I said before, she lived in a different city, so things were a little difficult. We had to kind of plan out when we were going to see each other. And Valentine's Day, I think, was the weekend after I got back, but we couldn't see each other because I don't remember what it was, but I know we couldn't see each other. So we were like, okay, we'll have our Valentine's Day date the weekend after Valentine's Day. And that was the plan. And I got on a FaceTime with her, and something seemed off. It didn't feel right. I didn't feel that spark anymore, that connection. I felt really disinterested and just bothered. I don't know. And I was thinking, this is weird, but I think it's just because I've been away for so long. So I called her every night. We talked a bunch. We did stuff together, but it was the same feeling. I wasn't feeling it anymore. I didn't feel like an attraction. And she didn't even do anything. She didn't do anything to give me the ick. Nothing. And that's kind of when I was like, you know what? I'm sure it's just because I haven't seen her in person, When I see her, everything will be okay. So she had gotten tickets to an aquarium and everything, and we went. And as soon as I saw her, it was immediately off. I felt really uncomfortable. I don't know why. The skin, the hairs on my skin were standing up. I felt like incredibly uncomfortable, like the most uncomfortable I think I've ever felt in a social situation in my life. And I felt like zero attraction to her, you know, even physical. Like I know a lot of people like that physical attraction, like infatuation, but nothing. And I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but I just lost all attraction, and I felt incredibly uncomfortable because I was like, I felt like I was leading her on. We went to go get breakfast, and you know, I went into the washroom, and I was like, holy shit, I don't like this girl anymore, and I don't want to go with her to this thing for the entire day when I don't like her. Listen, this is part 2 of me being a jerk and asshole, okay? Because I should have waited until after the date, a different time, to break up with her. But for some reason in my head, instead of sticking through like the most uncomfortable situation of my life, which I should have, I was like, no, I need to break up with her now. I don't want to do this. So I paid for her meal, her breakfast. I took her out in front of a Starbucks, and I was like, hey, I need to tell you something. And I broke up with her there. Rightfully so. She was really, really mad, really upset. I deserve no sympathy from that. But to make matters even worse, she had lost her her purse, or was it her? Yeah, her wallet or purse on the bus. And she asked me to come back with her to the bus station, and you know, I mean, I had to go back anyways, you know, to come back with her to find it, and it was the least I could do. I mean, I just broke the girl's heart, so obviously I went with her. And it was weird because when I broke up with her, I didn't feel anything, you know, like I just felt so emotionless. It almost felt like I was like a sociopath, and I honestly thought, I was like, what's wrong with me? And I literally, in my head when I was going back with her, I was like, do I need to get a mental check? Why am I not feeling anything right now? Anyways, she found her wallet, and you know, we said goodbye, and I went on the bus, and on the way home, I just got hit with a wave of emotion. Like just everything just hit me at once, you know, everything that just happened, and I just started crying. And I was so embarrassed that I was crying on the bus, but I felt so bad that I'd broken up with her. And like, you know, she couldn't refund the tickets, she lost her wallet, and I did it on our Valentine's Day date. Like I could not stop crying. I felt like the worst person alive, like the shittiest person. And I was for doing that. It was a horrible thing to do. I shouldn't have broken up with her there and then, but sometimes things just don't work out, you know? Sometimes you just lose feelings for someone. And although that wasn't the right way to do it, I'm glad I didn't lead her on any longer than that. You know, because I would much rather be broken up with than led on. Because I know it'll hurt more in the moment, but it'll hurt less over time. At least for me. I don't know about her, but to this day, I still feel terrible. You know, I don't talk to her anymore. We kind of cut ties after that, but yeah, I don't know. There was another time where I was kind of interested in a girl. And I'd gone to Texas to see some family for the holidays, and you know, I was texting her. And, you know, we would just talk the whole time, you know, while I was there. Like on Instagram Messenger, I think it was. You know, get to know each other, whatever, just talk. And I kind of grew a liking to her, you know. And when I finally got back from Texas, I met with her. I went to her house, you know, watched a movie. I played some card games with her family. I think it was actually a lot of fun. But I wouldn't say I felt that uncomfortableness to the extent, but I didn't feel that attraction, you know. it just wasn't there. So, you know, it just didn't work out. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Sometimes things don't work out. It just happens. You can't really do a lot to control it. Stuff just happens. What can you do, right? I don't want to chop down these trees. These are like, they're like, special ones because they have the, oh, ouch. They have the, like, the mixed leaves from the update. God, I love that house. That was kind of it. There's another girl that liked me around that time, but I had a girlfriend, you know, and, you know, I kind of had to say no to her. And it was kind of funny because I actually liked her earlier in the year, but she didn't like me for various reasons. And then later I kind of joined this club that she was in, and then she started liking me, but by that time I'd already found a girlfriend. And I was like, sorry, bad timing, you know, like, I already have a girlfriend, I'm not interested anymore, I don't like you in that way. Is there a cave down here? Oh, wow. Cool. But yeah. Sometimes things just don't work out. And a lot of people, you know, when I tell them about the stories in my relationships, they'll ask me, like, hey, do you regret it, you know? And no, I don't. I don't regret anything from my relationships because I learned from it, you know? Yeah. I learned from all our relationships. There is a relationship I do want to talk about on this channel in a video that's very special to me. But that's for a different video because that's a very long and complicated topic. Not one that's simple at all. Not a simple topic, that's for sure. At least the floors are looking nice. I do kind of I wanna move this, this here, because I want to put like fence here, so I'm gonna do that right now, actually. Oh god, I forgot how long it takes to break these. I don't know why they made it so long. It's a pain. But yeah, and of course I've had a bunch of girls I've liked and nothing ever happened, you know. But that's with everyone, right? Everyone has crushes that don't amount to anything. It's funny because looking back at my high school stuff, it's just so like, I was so cringy. Man, that was a time to be alive. Did I lose the stairs? They don't give them back? Man, come on. That's kind of lame. I gotta make them again. Okay. I think I can put, yeah, there. Cool. Let me get some logs. Or I should probably make another axe first. But what else? What else can I put out as a lesson here? don't know. Shit happens, I guess. You can't do much about it. It's kind of funny because, you know, love, infatuation, it can really make you do things that, you know, seem stupid or irregular, irrational when you're not in that situation, you know. Things that seem normal aren't actually normal. You kind of embarrass yourself a bunch. And then you realize it afterwards. You look back and you cringe. But like I said before, you always learn something from your mistakes, you know what I mean? Can't grow without learning. That's why I've never had a regret about my relationships. Because I've learned from everything. I mean, maybe I regret, you know, breaking up with her in that way. But I learned a lot from it. So, half and half, I guess. Half and half is the consensus. This is on a side note, but there's this fellow, I don't know if he's watching this, that was commenting on my other videos. And I never really called you out. So thank you for commenting. I appreciate it, you know. Not just giving your feedback, but giving, you know, positive responses. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I never really expected someone to stumble onto my videos. So that means a lot that you left some kind words. I want to explore this. Okay. That literally sent a shiver down my spine. Okay, that goes down. Let's go back up here. Something about the old Minecraft lighting is just so, like, I don't know, weird. Like, I like it so much, you know? Okay, let's get up here. Alright, sick. Oh, I thought that was a mob for a second, like an enemy mob. I got so scared. Alright, buddy. Out of my way. So, what do you guys think of the floor pattern? I like it. Logs around. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Okay, there you go. It's gonna be like, come on, you can reach that. You know, something I actually. So, I don't know if I mentioned this in a what's sitting under there? What the? I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous video, but I switched to contact lenses. I used to wear glasses. And that has definitely been an interesting experience. Wearing contact lenses. It's definitely something. That's for sure. Nice. Okay, cool. I think there's fences in this version, right? Probably. I don't see why there wouldn't be. I feel like it's gonna be nighttime soon though, so I'm gonna stay nearby. Let's just break a hole through here so I can go in and out easier. You know, what's funny about old Minecraft, I actually remember the first time, you know, I remember the first, I have so many weird specific memories about Minecraft. I think the first time I ever saw Minecraft, my brother was watching a video of it on his laptop. And I don't even think it was of like regular Minecraft. I think it was like the early Aether mod back when it first came out. So Minecraft was still in its beta. I think the Aether mod came out when Minecraft was in its beta. I don't remember, but it was a really early version of Minecraft. He was watching it, and I remember I think he begged my mom to buy it, or he paid it for himself. I don't remember. It was something like that. You know, my brother's goody two shoes. He does good in school, so you know, I think he got it regardless. Or he might have just had money. Honestly, my brother has always been really good with money. At least I think so. Unlike me, but yeah, he got it, and I remember we used to watch TV with my mom a lot. So we would watch shows like, you know, whatever she watched. I think it was like Grey's Anatomy and The Walking Dead, stuff like that. Every night, you know, we would watch it for like an hour or two with her in her room before I went to bed. Honestly, pretty fond memory of mine. And he would have his laptop with him. And he'd be sitting at the foot of the bed on the ground with his laptop, and he'd be playing Minecraft. And I'd be on the edge of the bed, you know, lying down, looking down at his screen while watching the TV. While my mom, you know, lays on the bed at the far end watching TV. She didn't really care. But I'd be watching my brother play Minecraft. And gosh, I just remember, I remember him figuring out what to craft. I think the first thing he ever crafted was a shovel. I think so. I remember he was like putting different objects in the crafting table, like interface, hoping to like achieve a combination. And I think the shovel popped up for a second, and I was like, "Oh, go back!" And he picked it up, and it looked like a spear. And he tried fighting a skeleton with it, and he died. I remember that. It was funny. He had this whole little mine base, and I think when he finished mining there, he like closed it up in like a dramatic sequence. It was funny. Anyways, yeah, I remember he had built a huge castle out of cobblestone on this mountainside. And he had like lava pouring down, like lava features. It looked really cool at the time, I guess for a beginner. And then, I don't know, I think he told me that he died once and the spawn changed and he couldn't find where his base was anymore. So, you know, that world was kind of gone forever. And man, do I wish that I kept my Minecraft worlds, my old ones, man. I used to have this one that was like ancient, and it was like this seed that would spawn you on like this spruce wood biome, but it was like an island and there's just ocean all around. But underneath was a mine shaft that had like a stack of diamonds worth of ore, like just exposed, I think, or a stack and a half. It was something crazy, like an insane amount. And like this massive cave structure. So I devoted my playthrough to like living underground. And I remember this was during the summer too. My mom and dad would go to work. It was just me and my brother, and no one could moderate what I was playing, right? So I would just hop on Minecraft because my parents couldn't tell me no, and I just play on that world all day until my parents came back from work, which was like the no video game time. Yeah, I built this really cool like log cabin underground, and I had all these diamonds, and I was in the nether doing stuff. It was awesome. I had snow golems protecting my base that I'd like dragged from up above. It was sick. Oh, it's my phone. Sorry. I don't know if you guys picked that up on the microphone, or my microphone picked that up and you heard it. Okay, how much is a fence? How do you build the old fences? Let me look this up real quick. Minecraft fence. old recipe. Was it really just sticks? Oh, it was. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna take this log real quick. I'll replace it later, but kind of want to put it there. You guys will see what I'm doing. Make like a slab. This is called design. I don't even think that's enough. Maybe it is. Oh, look at that. Please, please let me have it back. Thank you. See, it's like a little staircase, you know, little railing. That's interesting. Interesting lighting. But yeah, that's actually really nice. Kind of glad that I did that. Let me pick up one more tree here. Let me go down and cut some more wood. But yeah, I don't know. I'll never forget those first moments. I actually here's some nebulous lore for you. I was in Boy Scouts for like 14 years of my life, and when I was really young and in Boy Scouts, everyone else was in Minecraft too. And when I mentioned that I was in Minecraft, all the older kids were like, well, if you're true a Minecrafter, what's like the golden rule of Minecraft? Which was like, don't dig straight down, I guess, was like the whole popular culture back then with Minecraft. And I remember I said, don't kill villagers, in like a nerdy voice, a nerdy baby voice, and they all like laughed at me. Ghibli got bullied over Minecraft culture. What a time to be alive. And it was so weird because I remember that exact moment we were having this like weird sleepover at this air museum, like this plane museum. For some reason, it was like this weird Boy Scout event where we had a sleepover in an air museum. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird how the brain works like that. Like you just remember these key events in your life that aren't even like that important. You know, it's just for some reason a memory that you just don't forget. I remember I tried to convince the older kids that you could like place down like a milk bucket and it would flow like a water bucket. And I mean, they saw through my bullshit easily and they called me lame for lying and all that. But man, I was just trying to be cool as a younger kid, you know. When I was younger, I always wanted to be like the older kids, but I think every kid wanted to be the older kids. It's funny because, you know, I always wanted to be the older kid, but now that I am the older kid, I guess way older now, not even a kid, you know, I don't really want to be it anymore. Man, should I have taken advantage of high school more? There are so many things I would have done differently in high school. It's so funny because obviously it's the age-old thing where it's like, you know, they tell you to take it slow and that you're gonna miss it and whatever. And I really did. There's so many things I regret doing and so many things I wish I did. I mean, life's a lot harder now than it was then, I'll tell you that. I don't know how I'm gonna like. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Well, let's make some fences. I think that's what we'll do for the rest of the episode. You know, we'll just finish off that staircase and then we'll call it quits. Because, you know, it is getting pretty early in the morning. I don't want to disturb my my roommates too much. God knows they can already hear me now. You know, it's funny. I actually told my friends about this channel, and I kind of made it a game with them. I was like, if you can find it, I'll give you a reward of some kind. I don't know. I never had a reward in my head, like what to give them, but I said I would. And well, I mean, they still haven't found it. I even gave hints. I think one of my friends even said it. A friend that wasn't even in on it. Like he was like, "Oh, what would you name it? Like Nebulous or something?" And I did like a nervous laugh, but no one picked up on it. That was kind of funny. But yeah, no one figured it out. I think I'll do that as my staircase. I can put something in there. What am I putting in between the... Oh, just stone? Okay. Oops. I should put my doors down then, actually. I do need to fit in a second bathroom here. I don't remember what the planning was. I don't remember what we planned out for each room. Like, I literally cannot remember. Shit. Fuck, bro. What if I get the wrong layout here and I regret it? Okay. God, doors are so expensive. Not even 3, not even 2. 1. And oh, they take up a whole inventory space. You're kidding right now. Holy crap. Okay, let's get this down here. You know who I actually grew up watching? And I know a lot of people always say like Sunday, Sky does Minecraft, Captain Sparkles. Captain Sparkles a little bit. Not like a lot, but a little bit. But I grew up watching this smaller Minecraft YouTuber. I mean, he got like 1 million subs, I think, in the end, something like that. But he was smaller compared to the others. His name was Chimney Swift 11, and man, did he make my childhood. That guy made my childhood. He had this series, this like world series that he called the Minecraft Files, and man, I would watch that all the time. It was awesome. It was so awesome. I don't know. It's so weird that like you don't get as excited as things, you know, as much as you did when you was a kid. But yeah, I used to watch that all the time. And you'd have these like special Friday episodes where he would like answer questions. I think it was answer questions. I think he might have taken build requests too. But yeah, he had like seasons for it, and every season he would like add a mod or change the location of where he would build his house, but it would usually be in the same world. I think he started a new world for like the last couple seasons, but I don't quite remember. And honestly, that was kind of inspiration for this. Not that it's the same level or anything. I don't have the same kind of audience he had at the time, and you know, I'm not really trying to pander or entertain anyone. I'm just talking about my life, kind of like a stress outlet, a way to vent, I guess. So I don't really expect anyone to see this, but you know, it's nice to dream, I guess. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, if anyone is watching, that one guy for commenting, thank you. You are an absolute G, and I love you. Until next time, see you later.